Hello everyone, welcome to the final episode of Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's finally here, goddamn. Yes, let's go, dude. Yes.
How is the plan coming together, Edsley?
We have options. Uchu?
Kukulkan's army will follow the Sakbe to the Great Stone Bridge to reach the pyramid. If we approach them head-on, we have the best chance to intercept them, but we could easily be overwhelmed.
If we go in this way, it'd be more secure. But our timing would have to be perfect, or they'd slip through our fingers.
Can we do both? If we approach head-on, I can go around the other way and act as a sniper.
They'd be trapped.
No approach is without risk, but I believe this is the best option.
Good. Then, on your order.
Gather the troops. Let's go. This is where we part. Your path lies that way. Lara, I want you to have this. For luck.
Edsley, I can't.
After today, the eclipse will no longer represent us. We keep the sun, but you remove the shadow.
Thank you. Be careful, Jonah.
You too, little bird.
Holy shit. Oh my god, okay. I don't know why, but it was just like automatic.
Unbelievable. Jonah, I made it. I see the bridge. Shit!
They blew the bridge. We'll find another way around.
Okay, do you see that red smoke?
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it out. Unuratu said that the Crimson Fire was her destiny.
Okay. Won't take too long.
I'm fucking excited. This looks beautiful.
Good. Team leaders coordinate with vehicular support. Guard no too near their eyes.
Copy that. Remember, people, any structural opening is a potential enemy vector.
More helicopters. Unurati's hunting them.
This is Cardinal 8. Visual on hostiles. Changing course heading to 105.
Like this is like beautiful.
Establish kill zones and hold them off the temple.
Like they really nailed the visuals.
Good progress in all sectors. We are losing a lot of people. All units, stay away from the walls. Stick with your comrades. Overlap your fields of fire.
The source of the smoke. I can reach it.
Sound glitched. Are we gonna be friends
When
now?
the crimson fire smokes, seek your mirror. Was this Unuratu's destiny?
Whoa.
You're the crimson fire. I think we're supposed to work together to defeat Kukulkan. Khan. You shall.
Like, this doesn't make any sense, but it looks cool as shit. Queen of the Damned. She has great abs. I'm trying to get mine to look like those.
Jonah, change of plans. I'm bringing reinforcements.
What? I hope you know what you're doing.
Me too.
Commander, we have eyes on Croc. She's with the E-Shield.
She's what? Don't get distracted. Take her out.
They're everywhere! We need backup now!
Wait,
Sending reinforcements your way.
Delta!
son of a bitch! Oh, Lord! Oh, thank you, friends. Thank you so much for your sacrifice. I can't run.
Jonah, we did it. We've cleared the way to the temple.
Pushing through too. Almost there. Where's the Mingus?
Look,
He's inside
one
the temple.
face,
We're so close.
second face.
Thank you, Kukulkan, for this gift of renewal. We are prepared to receive your power. They're with you? This ritual is mine to complete! They've chosen wrong. It's all wrong!
No! It was always theirs. Give us the box.
No. Never. I must protect Paititi.
We all create destiny. Not just you. All of us. Together.
Headstrong to the end.
This is Commander Warren. All units, consolidate. Stop. At all costs.
What the? What the fuck? How many headshots were those?
All we say, and those who do will be rewarded. Can't stop us, Bob. We're all here. Dominguez, that sentimental.
Can't get through. I need to take them out.
I know you're tired of all
Shit. That was my fault. That was my fault.
Stop us, Bob. We're all here. Dominguez, that sentimental attitude is gone. And soon Trinity will run it.
I can't get through.
Let's get it over with. No, you wanna die.
wanted to be the one to kill him. Like, it was fucking personal for Laura. Because, I mean, because a lot of things, but... Okay. Hey, Laura.
Jonah, Rock is dead. I'm going after Dominguez to stop the ritual.
We'll hold them off as long as we can.
Talk. You don't want to talk? It's fucking weird.
Theta team, the High Council is being overrun. We need
What the hell, camera? Like, the game skips ahead, the game glitches, I don't know what to tell you. Performance-wise. Oh!
The High Council's been spotted. Commander Rourke, we need your orders. Rourke's dead too. What? Then who the fuck's in charge?
I am. Mother.
Pull back! All units, pull back! What about the perimeter?
Where do I go?
There is no perimeter! Everyone's dead! Just get the fuck out of here!
This is absolutely bonkers. I would not trust those flimsy boards. This is gonna break. Is this gonna break? Yeah, this is gonna break. It's not gonna break? You sure, game? You sure don't wanna break this? Hold on. I don't see it. I don't fucking see it. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. It's above. I'm sorry.
Let the sun him. In the darkness erase the world we have known. Let the shadow pass, and the light shine again on the world of our creation.
The power of Kukulkan.
What the? Hey!
Destroy any who would destroy your power and potential.
I have
Inside
no...
arms. We have to release the energy trapped inside them.
What the... I am so confused.
Let the shadow back. The light shine again on the world of our creation.
I can feel the energy emanating from those icons.
Your power and potential.
Okay. Oh! Hey! Hey, hey, hey!
Take control of our destiny.
Fuck! Who did that? Fuck! Come on! Come on! Fuck you!
Nothing will stop it. Remaking the world.
I'm a ninja!
Take control of our destiny.
What the fuck? Hey!
I thought you were smart.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. What? Fuck! Okay. Is this what I need to do, guys? Oh, I'm hidden again. I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh! What the hell? What am I supposed to do? You want me to climb? Whoa! fucking... Shit ain't working, man. Fuck. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. What the hell? Who did that? What? Fuck you. Hey. Go, 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 go!
My city is mine to protect, of course!
Hey. Ooh. Fuck me, bitch. Fuck. Fuck! Hey, buddy. I don't know why I won. Yes. Can't see shit. was over! Hey! Hey! Oh! Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Holy shit! What the fuck? Okay, what am I doing wrong though? Oh! Hey! Motherfucker, dude! Like, just fucking die!
I'm sorry.
I'm not, motherfucker.
Protect my titi. Please. Please, Lara.
I will.
To claim her treasure, the adventurer, Lara Croft, must outwit the king.
Outwit the king? I think the king might have something to say about that.
My loves! Will you hold still for a second?
Yes, my white queen. One.
Can I see?
Of course. There's you, and me, and your dad.
Where are we?
Hawaii.
With this key and the silver box, we can remake the world. Without weakness, cruelty.
If you had that power, what would you do?
My brave girl, who is not expecting a jaguar attack.
Where shall we go next for our real adventure? I hear the Antarctic is lovely this time of year.
Dad.
Oh no, well then perhaps the salt flats of Utah.
Oh, Richard.
I know where we're going.
You do?
Hawaii.
Oh yes, yes, that could be really nice. Well, in that case.
Goodbye, Mom. Goodbye, Dad.
No. You're my research assistant.
Oh yes, you're quite right. I'm sorry, Mom.
I request that you bring me to the museum.
Well, I think that can be arranged. Why you
When the catastrophes come, the god Kukulkan must be sacrificed to power the sun. Otherwise, the world dies. Sacrifice a god? The sacrifice is my duty. But if my training fails me, the Crimson Fire will guide me and hold me to my promise.
I like this world. It's not perfect. But everything I love now is in it.
After today, the eclipse will no longer represent us. We keep the sun, but you remove the shadow.
Protect my titi. Please. Please, Lara.
I will.
Muratu. A warrior, a rebel, a queen. She will be venerated for generations. I miss you. Now, we will heed her spirit to reunite Paititi.
Thank you.
So I'm head back to Kwakyaku tomorrow.
Really? Missing the jungle? Off in search of the elusive fish tree?
Abby and I are headed to the coast for a few days.
I'm glad.
What about you?
I think I'll stay here for a while longer.
And restore a few more artifacts?
Don't know.
So what will you do?
I don't know. Etzli will help me figure it out. He'll let me know what Paititi needs to rebuild.
Wow.
I'm done searching. I want to be around the living.
All right.
Don't you have to pack or something?
Now you are stuck with me till tomorrow.
You're welcome to stay as long as you wish, Lara. Safe travels, John. Once Paititi is restored, perhaps I can join you and learn more about the world beyond Paititi.
Anytime. You just say the word. You too, Uchu?
If he wants to.
So, Jonah, Lara tells me you have a girlfriend. We will come to the wedding.
Etzli, why don't you show me the plans for the new temple?
Yes.
I had it all wrong. I thought that taking control of my life meant venturing out to do something extraordinary. I thought I had to fix everything. But the mysteries of the world are to cherish more than to solve. I'm just one of their many protectors. I'm not sure what the future has in store, Jonah, but whatever adventure's on the horizon, I can't wait to meet it. I'll try not to take myself too seriously.
Are you serious?
Tea, Miss Croft.
Lovely. For now, it just feels good to be home.
Oh! That's awesome! That's awesome! That's awesome! That's awesome! The T-Rex. And the pyramids. And that was Shadow of the Tomb Raider. I hope you found this playthrough enjoyable. I have a bunch of stuff to say for my review. In fact, I have written down 4.5 pages. So let's get to it. The visuals first. It's a gorgeous game from start to finish, but I would say it really shines on the beginning with the Dia de los Muertos scenery. Then the last level from start to finish, and also the refinery. I think they also nailed the visuals there. Like, they were absolutely perfect. Like, these sections, just beyond amazing. I really like the water effects, like in the rapids. Really like that as well. In terms of character model, I really liked how they made her realistically muscular for the type of athleticism that Lara displays. Um, and she also looks a lot more expressive in cutscenes, which I appreciate. Like, she has subtle scars, and her forehead in particular is also very detailed when she's angry, when she's concerned, and so on. So I think in the graphics department, the visuals, like, they absolutely did an outstanding job here. However, young Lara looks nothing like adult Lara in my opinion, and the level up and artifact menus are a lot less intuitive um, and therefore harder to navigate. Moving on to story, which is where I actually have the most complaints. For me, nothing really made sense. It's a really boring story. Like, I don't give a shit about Paititi. I don't give a shit about, turns out, Trinity. Like, it feels very empty, narrative wise. And this script is absolutely atrocious. I'm going to really dig deep um, about the story with me, so just I don't know if this will sound like a rant, but I'm just going, like, to really describe what I feel that it's wrong with the game story. This is the third game with this modern Lara and Jonah. They have been together since the first game. They were together in the second game, and they're together now in the third game. I still feel that there's absolutely zero chemistry between them. I don't know what is up with how they design characters, but I can't think of a character with charisma. I think Lara actually is the closest thing to a charismatic character, because there are moments where she gets there, but for the majority of the game, I would say 90% of the game is like everyone is a cardboard box. Like, that's how much personality they have. It's just not good at all, and a story can't really shine if the characters that are in it are boring, bland, empty, really. Having said that, I'm really happy that Lara still doesn't have a romantic interest. So for me, that is a positive, how they managed to create this dynamic between a character that feels nothing but genuine friendship towards her, and also that, and on her from her point of view, she feels the same. Like, she has no romantic sexual interest on anyone, and I think that enriches her story, because honestly, I'm kind of sick and tired of the typical damsel in distress kind of story, where you always have to go save your significant other or whatever. I think it's really refreshing to have a male and female character that work together, let's put it that way. Although Jonah really doesn't do shit, but whatever. It's the how do you say? It's the main character dilemma. Like, nothing happens unless the main character does something. Like, I'm really happy with how they didn't go with the cliche route of putting some kind of love interest dynamic here. So for me, that is a positive. But having said that, the lack of charismatic characters throughout the games really hurts, particularly in this game, because in 2013 you had a bunch of characters that kind of helped the story move along. In Rise, in my opinion, the story was absolute garbage, but there was still Anna kind of moving things forward, particularly with the Trinity storyline. And then here you have zero. You have zero remotely interesting characters, in my opinion. Now, in terms of charisma or character development, as I said, 90% of the game, Lara is still miles away from being Lara fucking Croft. But 10% of the game, I honestly felt that, holy shit, now I'm feeling like Croft. Now I can see how Lara Croft is meant to be. The problem is very rare when it happens, and when it happens, there's always some motherfucking cringy bullshit that just destroys all the character development that happened in the last 5 minutes. There's either a camp or Jonah or something that just kind of deletes or erase or whatever the badassery in Lara's personality. And then, oh man, how can I explain this? It's like when Lara's at the beach and she single-handedly just overcome this guy, this armed guy, and in the scuffle she managed to stab him in the neck and kill him. That was so badass. And as she goes through the stealth section to the next bonfire or whatever, you hear the inner dialogue, and she's just the same old motherfucking crybaby Croft. And to me that didn't make sense. Or when Lara went on a fucking rampage over the thought that Rourke had gotten Jonah killed, she went absolutely bonkers, and I loved it so much. And then he's alive, and she just, oh my god, you're alive. And she went back on the bullshit. Oh, I don't know, I can't do this, I keep making things worse. Blah, 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 blah. Like, what happened to the badassery and the rage and the determination you just had? Like, come the fuck on, you know? And it's just the type of character development that she's been, or that the community has desperately needed. I mean, actually, I think the character desperately needs some character development, because 3 games where we really don't see her evolving, it really hurts the franchise. So I really hope that we can get beyond that. The second encounter with the Jaguar, where basically she gets pretty much mauled by the Jaguar, the way that it was shown how she survived that was absolutely ridiculous. And later on, when Jonah is treating her wounds, that was so immersion breaking. Like, everything about that section, that encounter, like the cutscene that starts it, the encounter itself, and the cutscene afterwards was just way too much for any immersion to still stand. There's plenty of Trinity documents and other stuff that are really shocking, or would be shocking for Lara to read, and I would say 95% of the time she shows no reaction reading it. And I think that hurts the connection that the player could have with Lara, because as I heard her read some things, I remember a document that said how Trinity was causing all these problems, and they managed to convince the media that it was something else caught behind them. And personally I was like, holy shit, this guy's has been doing all sorts of shit. And for Lara it was just like, whatever, I don't care. It's not relevant enough for me to comment on it. And as I said, that hurts the connection between the player and the character because I feel completely disconnected from her. And again, immersion, and shows how weak the script is. Then there's also this thing. Let me show you. Where is it? I think it's language. Right. So there's this thing like voice over immersion, and it's absolutely atrocious because the name, like the idea, like here's the thing: most characters speak in their native language for a more immersive experience. But how can it be immersive if Laura's being talking to, let's say, in Spanish, and she keeps answering in English, and the conversation goes smoothly as heck? I'm sorry, but if I start talking in Japanese and I get a reply in Portuguese that's not, or in Spanish that says no comprende, or in English you're like, what? It's not immersive. And don't even come at me with the bullshit that Lara would have trouble speaking Spanish because, number one, she travels all across the world. She can read all sorts of languages that are in documents from all sorts of time periods, and she can speak basic Spanish. Get the fuck out of here. And you don't really need to write on the script like really complicated Spanish lines. Just write some basic Spanish, like adapt the script to that, and just give some guidance to the voice actress. That's all you need to do. That's all you needed to do. Hey, can you help me find my son? Sí. ¿A dónde está? Period. And then the oh, I'll show you on the map. Done. Side quest created. That's it. And then, oh, gracias, gracias. And like something like really basic. You don't have to spend hours on to have Laura speaking Spanish. Just a little thing. That's all it needed. So the fact that they have this option and still call it immersive when Laura keeps talking English when she's not being talking to in English, it's just ridiculous. This is not immersion. Actually it is. It's immersion breaking. Regarding the ending, and this is the last topic that I have here on the story, on the script, on everything. For me, I really like the ending. Forget about Trinity. It turned out that it's just a bunch of empty plot. Like there was nothing there to begin with. It's just like I don't know what they wanted to do with Trinity. I don't understand what happened with Trinity. So for me, oh, it was this massive organization. They got her dad killed. Okay, let's move on. It's just, I don't know, it just wasn't really engaging. But what I get the most out of the ending is that Croft finally got some closure on what happened to both her parents, and I really hope that serves as a, let's say, as a new starting point for the upcoming games. I want more games of Tomb Raider. I have no issue if it's with this reboot character, but for the love of Tomb Raider franchise, cut with this personality. Give her the sassiness, the badassness that Lara Croft as a character is known for. And I'm not even talking about the dual wielding, because that is also very iconic for the character, but even if you had given her the dual pistols in this game, it still wouldn't feel Lara Croft, because I think the most important thing to fix has to be the personality. And because even if you give her the dual pistols and if she doesn't have the personality to match, then there's no point in giving her the pistols. But if you fix the personality and you don't give her the pistols, it will still feel like Lara Croft, in my opinion. So fix the personality, give her the sass, keep the badassness that it was able, or that they managed to showcase in very rare occasions throughout the game, and then it will feel like a real Tomb Raider game. Um, so those are my thoughts on the story of the game. Uh, the ending I feel happy with. Everything else in the story up to this point, and again, I'm talking about this game. Scrap it. Like, I don't know. You can even skip the cutscenes. Like, it doesn't matter. And then the final section of the story where she comes to terms with the horrible trauma that she has regarding her parents' deaths, then that for me, it was worth it. Now, gameplay. I also have a bunch of stuff to say, so please bear with me. I did not appreciate. I don't need this menu anymore. Sorry. I didn't appreciate how very slow the game starts, and the pacing is a constant issue throughout. I think it needs more balance between the amounts of combat encounters and mandatory puzzles. And having said that, I really appreciate the possibility of customizing the difficulty across all three gameplay elements. You can customize how you want the combats to be, or how you want the puzzles to be, or how you want the exploration to be. I think this should be the norm in game making. Like, being able to customize the type of challenge you want should be almost like mandatory. Like, having different difficulty levels is really good, but being able to customize each element in the gameplay, I think is perfect. The tutorial does not teach melee, and I think that's a big flaw. The first combat encounter is a massive, or ends up being a massive shootout, I would say, for most people, but it doesn't give the player enough time, and is not a good scenario for the player to get used to the controls and the mechanics. So it is a good encounter, but not for the first encounter that the player finds himself in. In fact, most of the combat encounters, I feel that I was being forced to play stealthily, and there's nothing wrong with that, but I would rather prefer that the game lets me decide how I want to approach each encounter. If I want to go guns blazing, if I want to go stealth, then me being constantly forced to play a certain way. That is one of the reasons why, in my opinion, the combat encounters in 2013 and Rise feel much more satisfying, because I truly felt that I was in charge of how I want to play. Regarding the platforming, it feels very random, very unpolished, very unfinished. There's issues with the collision detection. Lara will float constantly towards platforms, and not only does that break immersion, but also it messes up with the let's say with the perception of the player. Like, let's say that we are trying to find a platform, to make a jump, and we can't really tell if Lara will be able to float enough, like, for the platform, or not, because realistically speaking, no one would ever be able to make that jump. But because Lara floats, and sometimes he floats a lot, sometimes he doesn't float as much, it's hard to distinguish whether Lara would make the jump or not. Not to mention that, as I said, there are collision issues, so sometimes the game will just kill you. Sometimes the button presses will be ignored, and so the game kills you for not acknowledging the button presses that you're making. And like there's a lot of glitches, like there's a lot of stutters, there's a lot of sound issues. There's, like, performance wise, this game has a lot of things that aren't finished, they aren't polished. One of the most constant glitches I found was like basically when you stealth kill a character, and there is a skill I unlocked to basically make a trap on their body so that when the enemies go investigate, the thing just pulls up and kills them. When you stealth kill, if you the first time you press and hold R1 to set up the trap, Lara will freeze. And she will not place the trap no matter how long you wait. So what you need to do is you unpress the R1. She will go back to the game because she's no longer glitched, and then you press and hold R1 again. This is time consuming, this is annoying, and it just shouldn't happen. Because it's something that you'll have to do so often if you unlock the skill. I found it very useful. But it just breaks immersion, it breaks the flow of gameplay, and it just feels very unfinished and unpolished. The lip syncing for the most part is awful. Like nothing, like you hear the character's dialogue, but the animation just doesn't match. So that is also immersion breaking. Good things, however, I really love how what do I okay, sorry, I didn't understand my writing, my calligraphy. I love how there's plenty of resources everywhere, and how it saves you time from hunting and all sorts of activities just to gather materials. For me, this is a plus because it saves times on the grind that we've been doing to games already. And for the big majority of time, respawning is really fast. As I've said regarding the platforming, you will die many times because the game just isn't polished enough to make the platforming feel smooth, responsive, good. And so the fact that you will respawn quickly, for me, it's a major plus. Because if the respawn would also take ages, I would be even more frustrated with the game than and what I normally felt. Because honestly, most of the frustration I felt was with the story. Gameplay, I would say, is okay. It's not as fun as 2013 or Rise, in my opinion. Is just not. Like, I can't even give like a 1 to 10 score. Because the things I liked are so rare and scarce. Like, it just feels that for a trilogy, like, how can I say? For me, the idea is you start off good and you progressively get even better with the trilogy. And I think that there isn't a game, you know, like overall package that is still better than 2013. I might not have felt like a true badass, but being an origin story, I can get past that, and I really enjoyed the gameplay elements. Rise, for me, it just lacks in the story departments, but the gameplay was fun and it was an upgrade. Like, they took what I liked about the gameplay and they improved it a bit. And then there's Shadow, where I don't like the story, I don't like the characters. I feel even more detached from Lara, because the majority of the time I feel that she took several steps back regarding her personality and her journey of becoming the Tomb Raider that we all been expecting her to become. And the gameplay, I feel incredibly unbalanced. I needed more mandatory puzzles and I needed more combat. So yeah, this has been my review. Although I didn't have the fun I was hoping I would get playing through the game, I hope that you found this playthrough, this series of videos, enjoyable and fun to watch. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon.